All right, going live. Hello, everybody. It is finally Jewelry Nurse and friends. We got Elizabeth and Roberta. Everybody's here tonight, and Roberta is definitely feeling better. We don't have her completely 100% yet, but she's getting there. And I appreciate you guys showing up tonight. I know it's been a crazy week, having to cancel on Wednesday and then road canceling Tuesday and
So
then
sorry.
putting, expecting to go live Friday afternoon to make up for Wednesday, but then realizing I had a doctor procedure on this morning, so I couldn't. But I'm here now, and say hi, girls.
Hi, kids. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I feel like I've been out of the loop for a long time.
Yep.
You
Hi,
have.
everybody. Thanks for
I'm
being here.
kidding. It was only a couple of episodes. I know it feels forever, but you didn't miss but a couple of episodes. Everybody
I
missed you, though.
was down for the count. I will tell you that. I'm feeling a lot better, but not 100% yet, but I'm here.
Well, like I always say, if Roberta misses a show, especially when we get invited to someone else's channel, and she misses that, you can guarantee yourself that she is super sick.
I was in bed.
Yeah, because we hate disappointing other people. So even though Elizabeth was able to fill in, um,
Hey, Wendy.
it went okay. Elizabeth saved the day again.
Nice.
Second
Thank you
chance.
so much. I'm just happy to be back.
Hey,
Everybody's
Miss.
packages got sent out yesterday. I am so sorry. I'll never be that late again. That was awful. That was weighing on me so heavy.
And that's why I kept trying to tell her, you guys will understand, because I get behind all the time, and they forgive me, so I knew they would forgive you. At least I hope you forgive me. But yeah, I am kind of like, I don't know what I expected when I retired. I guess I thought that I would suddenly just step right into this new life, and I would have all this creative energy, and I would get like so organized and caught up on everything the first week. Well, needless to say, that didn't happen.
No.
The one thing I have been getting caught up on, though, is when COVID started, I stopped seeing all doctors. Sally, but the only one I was really seeing was the one I worked for. He was helping me out with, urgent medical needs. But so I have been the last couple of weeks just, I scheduled it knowing I would be free. So I scheduled all these doctor appointments, and they've taken up a lot more of my time than I expected. So almost got that out of the way. Good, Wendy. Glad you got it. But I've almost got that out of the way, so I can just concentrate on this. It was hanging, when you like put off your pap smear or your, excuse me, men in the chat, or your gyno thing, or any of those kind of tests. You start to like, it's in the back of your mind all the time. So I was
Yep.
behind on everything. I hadn't done any of those things in since COVID started, really. So I kind of went crazy trying to get it all done, and still got to get that dermatology appointment in there, but I'm almost done.
I'm much better, Marcy. Thank you. Much.
Elizabeth Wendy said she got her jewelry and she loves it, which I'm sure you read that yourself. But let's see who's in the
Awesome.
chat.
Awesome,
All right.
Wendy. Hi,
Hi,
Marcy.
R&R and Anna and Vicky and Miss Glenda, Wendy and Jojo. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Miss Marcy. Thank you guys. I did get all of the stuff I was behind on sent out, and I got way behind on my invoicing. Um, I was just drained all week just from the mental aspect of seeing a doctor. Being a nurse, you wouldn't think I would get white coat hypertension when I sit in that chair, but I do every time. The second I sit in a doctor's exam room, my blood pressure goes through the roof.
Yep, white coat syndrome.
Yeah, so bad the other day that he didn't want to let me leave. So I had to take a second blood pressure pill to get it down before he would let me leave. But yeah, craziness. Yeah, I don't, and I think that became worse after I became a nurse than before. What's on my screen? Oh, sorry. It's a thimble. It's a like little porcelain thimble. My sister collects them, and I know there's a couple of you out there that collect them. So it was one of the things I was going to show tonight. I'm going to show the silver I got. This is a Royal Dalton.
Excuse me.
Bless
Dear
you.
Barkland, 1983, and I think I sold a few of these before, and I don't remember who bought them. I know my sister bought some. I only found one, but I'm hoping when I finish going through all those bags I have that maybe I'll find a couple more. So
Oh,
whoever
sure.
bought those last ones may want to add this one to their collection. Hi,
I want to
Elizabeth.
do something
Thank you
very
for coming.
special.
I do have a little, oh, well, you got to show that here in a minute. I do have a little bit of silver, and I have also have some costume that I'm going to probably bring out a little tomorrow night and on Wednesday that I'll show you some pieces that I particularly like. So, hi, Cindy Lovin. How are you? Yeah, I haven't even caught my
Feeling
favorite
better.
auctions in the last couple of weeks. So, I got
I'm
to
feeling much better.
I got to get back into that. Cindy, you're making me feel guilty that here you are, like supporting me, and I've missed your auctions for what, a good 3, 4 weeks now. But my energy level is slowly growing, and I am starting to feel a little more like this could work. I can do this.
Good. Olga.
Hey, Olga.
Hey, Miss Olga, how are you? So, Ro, do you want to show first, or do you want
Oh, I
Elizabeth to
don't have
show
much.
first?
I just have some rings, but I do want to show my puppy.
Okay, we'll let Roberta show first, and then we'll go over to
Look
Elizabeth.
at my sterling wiener pup. My pride and joy.
Oh, good, Cindy. I'm glad to hear that.
That's amazing.
I know you go through a lot
Gorgeous.
medically. You're
A lot
always like
skinnier than
up
my
and
buddy
down.
was,
So
but
glad to hear you're feeling better.
that is my I like me.
Can you believe that, Sterling? How much does that thing weigh? Bring that back here. You need to show that a little bit more. It doesn't
Well,
even fit on your screen.
it,
Raise your camera a
it
little
said
bit.
it's electroform, but it really is heavier than electroform. It's marked right here, 925, and I cannot make out this. To me, it looks like two
A
W's.
W or two V's, maybe? Are the V's crossing in the middle, or is the W
You
crossing
can
in the
almost.
middle?
This is the best I've seen it. I can't see it this well with my naked eyes. It almost looks like two V's crossing right there, huh?
Yeah, yeah, I see the hulls. You guys, we've talked so much about electroform recently that I know you're familiar with it by now, but they don't often find a brand name on it, so maybe we can figure out what the brand is. Looks like either the W or the two V's crossing,
I
and
know. I
Cindy
can see it.
Lovin, I think, told me what those two V's are, so she might remember even that one if it's the two V's crossing.
I get my nails done tomorrow, everybody, if I feel like going out of the house.
How much does it weigh, though? What did you say it weighed?
I didn't. I'm trying to still see if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to weigh it, but let's give it a try.
That thing is huge,
I love him.
isn't it, Jojo?
It looks like he's 560. Hold on.
The only
500,
way anybody's getting that one out of her hands is in her will, if you know what I mean.
556 grams.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He's my baby.
That's a heavy one. Let's see how many ounces that is just going off a Troy
My
weight.
buddy's nose was a little shorter.
556, right? Divided by
Hmm.
31. That is 17.9, so about 18 ounces there.
I love him.
That's a lot of sterling.
I love him.
Yeah, I think wiener dogs have their person that they love, Vicky. And I think they're very protective.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not that person, forget it.
Yeah, yeah. I think my daughter's wiener dogs were like that with me at first. It
Yeah,
took them a couple of visits to
they
finally
are.
decide I was
They
okay.
are. They're little one-person dogs. Buddy was my one-person dog. My
Well, by
baby.
my second visit after she got them, they were actually snuggling up with me, but that
They're
first
very
trip, they
loving.
wanted nothing to do with me.
Very loving.
And I usually stay 2 to 3 weeks whenever I go visit my daughter, and they didn't, were not having anything to do with me.
Well, I got a little ring lot if you want me to show them.
We do.
I will show my rings. I don't have much. I didn't go out of my way to do a whole lot of anything for the last, feels like a year. Marcy, are you still here? I did manage to get uh, this is a pink, uh, I can't think.
Perpetual
Shimmer
motion.
It's
perpetual,
a
yeah.
perpetual, but it's a pink, what is wrong with me?
Oh, and that
Sapphire. Pink
reminds me,
sapphire. Sapphire.
Nisa is wanting a pendant with a pink stone in it too, so we need to
Well,
look
there
for
you
that
go. That is a
for
pink
Nisa.
sapphire. Perpetual. I don't have a chain. I haven't gotten any chains. I apologize.
And Marcy's claiming that one.
That will go up for auction this week. I'm telling you, I have been in bed. This is a pretty little ring. Mother of pearl. It's a size 6 1/4. So all I got was rings. I may get some more things in tomorrow. I'm hoping. I couldn't even tell you what I ordered last week, to tell you the truth, everybody. This is a 6 3/4. It's a topaz. Those little stones I don't think are anything but CZs next to them. But it makes for a pretty ring, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like the style there.
This is little black and
A
white.
little bit. Yeah, there you go. You're kind of off to the side. There we go.
Huh. These are white and black little diamond chips. I don't think there's a whole lot in there. There could be a lot of illusion, but
What's that one signed? That looks like it could be JWBR or one of those other
no.
brands that do diamonds. Hi, Isabel. Nice to see you.
Hi, Miss
Hey,
Isabel.
Isabel.
Isabel, I mailed your package yesterday, honey. Or was it this morning? Oh my gosh. Anyway, they're all out of this house. Anybody that's paid is gone. I apologize, everybody. I can't see right now, Cindy. I didn't put my eye drops in.
Just look at it
Anyway,
later.
that is a size 6 1/2 on that one.
I'm only asking because it kind of looks like their style.
Mhm.
They pretty much do diamonds, a lot of
Now,
diamonds for pieces.
the reason I ordered these is you said that somebody was looking for the
Yes,
micro.
yes.
You have
Somebody
one brooch.
so, and I don't remember who it was, but somebody several times during the auction asked for micro mosaic. Was
I
one
will
of my
look, but these are really well made. And the brooch I have is also brass.
I
So I
can
have
see
a brooch and earrings.
those are
Um,
signed too. Did you see that?
I have to go into my email, and that's where she sent me. I was so sick. Yeah, I see it now. Hold on. It says, no, I'm not going to be able to see much tonight. I apologize. I'll be better tomorrow. I promise, everybody. I'll be on my best.
Well, at least you're talking now. You had me pretty worried, girlfriend.
Cindy, I couldn't even.
I kept telling everybody, "Oh, she's great. She's doing better." And all the while, I was like, "Oh my God, do we need to get an ambulance for this lady?"
All right, so this was what my lot was this week. I just got a bunch of rings.
Well, show them one at a time, woman.
So this is a nice, pretty, I love the Victorian look of that. All the marcasites are there. That is a nice size 9.
I
I
think
have
that's what I like most about the
ring.
marcasite pieces is that kind of Victorian Art Deco look to them.
This was 79 bucks somewhere. This
Nice.
is nice and hardy, though. It's really a well-made ring. I just love it. That was in the slot. That is a size 8, 8 and a quarter.
Ooh, my size. Hmm.
Love this.
You got an empty finger.
This is a beautiful, heavy band. I just love it. I think that would make a beautiful wedding band. That is a size 7.5.
Wendy
Nice
likes the
ring.
Victorian one. Hi, Sonia from Texas. Your stuff is finally on its way to you.
7 3/4. Sonia, your stuff is mail. Everybody's stuff is mail. These are just CZs, but look at how pretty that came out after I cleaned it. Isn't that beautiful? A lot of sterling on this too. That's
Well, I
7.
really messed that one up because I invoiced the wrong Sonia for it, and thank God I realized it before I mailed it.
This is such a pretty, well-made ring. It's open in the back, and it is a size 6 1/4. I just think that's just a beautiful little
It
band.
is. And are those CZs or some other stone?
CZs,
Very pretty.
very well made. Cute little, like,
Oh, you asked a magic question. Wendy wants to know how you clean your stones and rings. We are going to do the 100 ways Roberta cleans something episode pretty soon.
with these cute little wands, Wendy. I They just turn up like this, and it gets your liquid there, and then you go in behind. At least this is how I do it. Go in and I really give it a wash. Then I have a cute little spray bottle of water, and I totally saturate all the liquid out of it. Then my last thing that I do is I give it a little spray with this. Your canned air to get all the liquid out of there, and it is very pretty when you're done. I don't know what that stone is.
Well, thank you for that big old Texas hello, Miss Sonia.
This is a black, I think it's black, but it could be dark blue, but it's testing sapphire. The little stones there, I'm not testing, but the black or blue is a sapphire. That's a 6 1/4.
Hard to tell on those really dark ones whether they're black or
Love
blue.
that one. That kind of diamond cut. Wow, size 7. This is an Esposito. Well, one of these are an Esposito. I'm not
Ooh,
sure.
score.
This is a nice spoon ring. It's a lightweight ring, but it's really made well.
Close your eyes, Glenda.
And that is, I can't believe all these are, that's, that is a bypass. It is moving there, and it's set on a 7 1/4. Can't believe all these rings are 7 1/4. That itty bitty stone right there is a little diamond chip. But this is another well-made ring. Really sturdy ring. I kind of like that band. That is a 6.5. I like this. It's just CZ's, but it's a pretty ring. Nice larger size. Infinity. That's a 9.5. This is also just a CZ, but it did come out beautiful. Look at that. A lot of sterling on this one too. These rings are in good shape. A lot of sterling on them. 8 3/4 on that. I really like this ring. The way it's made. I suppose you could go have your initial put on it.
Yeah, that looks older. That looks like
Mm-hmm.
60s and 70s and maybe earlier. I know they were big into initialing things back then.
It's really in good shape. It is acting like it's a bypass. Hold on just a minute.
Yeah, Sonia, sometimes there's something to be said about simplicity.
This is unattached right here, so you can make it a little bit larger if you like. It can't go down any smaller, but you can make it a little larger. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it does look pretty well made, though.
All of these are. I'm very surprised at what I paid for them. This is a size 8, and those are just CZs, but I like the way it's made like that.
Oh, and that stuff that she showed, by the way, so Wendy, I mean, really does make your stones sparkle.
Yeah, beautifully. This is a beautiful onyx and marcasite. That is a size 9 1/4. Here's another nice band, Mexico.
Nice.
That is
Beautiful.
6 3/4. This came out nice too, and all it is a CZ. It's a 5 1/4. Here's another really nice band. These bands are really got a lot of sterling going on in them. I like that.
Hey, Vaughn.
Hi,
Hi,
Yvonne.
Vaughn.
6 3/4. Here's another one that's just CZs, but look how that came out with that cleaning one. That's a 9 3/4. This is another, I think it's dark blue, uh, sapphire, and those are just CZs. Well, I couldn't get in on some of them. They might be chips, but when I put this up to the light, you can see that it's very dark blue. Very dark blue sapphire. I think the other one's a black sapphire. That's a size 6 proper. This is another pretty onyx, and I like the way that ring goes. That is a size 8. I forget if this. Let me see if this is anything I forget. It's going up to citrine. Citrine. I'm not sure on these side ones.
Hi, Sarah.
No, they're not doing anything. They're not even going up to glass. That's a size 6 1/4. I have one of these puzzle rings, or however you want to call them. I like these rings. This is a size 7. More CZs, but they sure do look pretty. Size 7. This is the Espo ring. I like how that sits in there like that, where you can see the whole stone.
That's beautiful.
I like that. That's a small one. That's tiny, 3 3/4. That's a itty bitty baby ring. These are more just CZs. A lot of just CZ rings out of this group. Size 8. This is a little garnet. Size 5. A little citrine. Maybe this is, yeah, this is the Espo ring.
Hi, Miss Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. And that is a size 5 1/2. Another band. This is not going anywhere, but it sure is a purple, pretty purple CZ. Love the way it looks under the light. That is a size 5 1/2. Here are a couple more bands. a lot of sterling on them. Here's another solitaire CZ that came out beautiful after cleaning it. Size 7.5. And then this cute little ball ring. Ball bead. It looks like ball beads. Really a nice heavy little ring. And that is only a size 5. And last but not least, another heart CZ. Isn't that beautiful?
Is that yellow around the outside?
No, it's white, but it just looks like it's got yellow in it, but it's just the way it looks.
Yeah, that looks like a white in the middle and then yellow. The halo looks yellow.
That is a size 8.25. And there you have it. That's my haul, unless I get something tomorrow. Take her away, my dear.
Alrighty, are you ready, Elizabeth?
Yep. Hi, Chanel.
Okay.
Chanel's on Facebook tonight.
Hi, Chanel. Welcome. Glad to see you, honey.
Okay, so I have a few costume pieces, and then I've got mostly sterling today. This is a beautiful J. Crew necklace. The stones they're large and they're heavy. It's just beautiful. It's got a ribbon to close it. And the ribbon's in nice condition, but you could of course always swap that out if you wanted. So I got that. Over here. And I got a fun plastic faux tortoise shell long chain necklace. I love those. So let's see. Okay. I haven't gotten a chance to research any of this stuff. But I did get a number of these, and some in different styles. They're like hairpins, like bobby pins, and they have beautiful decorations on them. They appear to be vintage to me. So this is one type, and I'll get a little closer on it. Yes. And hopefully it will focus. Focus. Okay, so this has, aren't those pretty?
Those are adorable.
So I have several pairs that are like that. And then I have
like older brass pieces. Hi, bye. Nice to see you.
Yeah, they definitely are. They definitely look that way anyway. They are nice and heavy. And they've got some blue-green ones.
I like hair baubles.
Yes, they'd be so cute in somebody's hair for sure. Wendy's licking them.
Okay. I got plenty.
Just put her scent on them.
These are scarab. These are stone.
Hair baubles.
It's a scarab bauble. Okay. Now
Hey, Pam.
Hey, Pam. So these are pretty ones. And the last pair that I have is here. And these have little feathers.
Those are too cool.
Oh, cute.
And those are probably older feathers, but you could even change out the feathers if you don't like the feathers,
Yeah.
Put a peacock feather or something up there. That would be way cool. But I don't mind those feathers. I know a lot of people don't like feather jewelry, but I kind of like it because I'm a 70s child.
Yeah. And then I've got some onesies. And sorry, let me try to fix my lighting here.
We put feathers in our hair with the little alligator clips.
Here,
Fathers all over had to hide their alligator clips from their teenage daughters back then.
Okay. So trying to get these
That's an awesome collection.
all face up at the same time. So there we go.
What an achievement. Hey, Miss Pam.
Okay, so now
Now you're getting it. Oh my God, Elizabeth, I want the hairpins. You did that too, Pi, right? Yeah, all of you people in my age range probably remember the trend from the 70s.
Okay. This is beautiful. I believe it's opal and
No,
garnet.
Mary. Don't tell them, Mary.
Hey, Mary. Miss Mary. That's the other reason fathers had to hide their alligator clips from their sons,
Right.
too. That's
Sealed.
beautiful, Elizabeth. I love that combination.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, the
And
red stones really bring out the flash in the, I'm assuming, Ethiopian opal.
it sure looks like it.
Yeah. My goodness. Look at that
What's-
flash in that from those stones are really kicking it up.
Cindy Levin, no infection in my sinuses. Thank goodness.
Yeah, those Teflon pearls kind of dry you out a little bit, Cindy.
So I got 5 rings this week, and they're all size 10 to 12. So here's
In or out?
this one. This one's not a spinner, but this one is a spinner.
Ooh.
And then
Nice
this one's
thumb ring.
Yeah.
Nice. It's been hard finding spinners lately, so I'm glad you found some.
Yeah, and then this one is a spinner as well. Right, Cindy? Let's see. So I got this. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but I
You
was
know,
told
the
it
other
was
thing I noticed with the spinners, they always tend to be larger sizes. It's hard to find them in the smaller sizes.
Yeah. But this guy, which I believe is Carolyn Pollock, I haven't had time to
Ooh, goodness gracious.
check it. Let's see. Got this beautiful thing.
Oh, the stone is green. How gorgeous.
Yep. Got this beautiful thing. I don't even know if you can see it. See
Yeah,
the whole
I
thing.
like that. Is that sterling?
Yeah.
Wowza.
Yeah, and it looks like it's got a tag on it, so I'll have to
Check it out.
research that. But yeah,
Are those quartz or some kind of gemstone on there?
they look like quartz. I'm not sure. I haven't tested them yet. I just got everything yesterday, so
I
I haven't had a
love
chance to.
quartz. I love that one, Elizabeth. I'm going to have to close my eyes when you bring it out. That's got me written all over it.
It's pretty.
Unfortunately, it's got me written all over it.
Amy Sears, Mary. It was Amy Sears.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't put that in there. I thought I did. I apologize, but that was Amy Sears. I thought you were here, but maybe you weren't here.
Look at this beautiful thing.
Oh,
Mesh
goodness.
bracelet. That's gorgeous. So,
what's on that stone, Elizabeth? Excuse me.
It's glass and it is like molded. Here, let me
Mm,
Yeah, it's
post.
the
pretty.
color kind of blue cow Sydney, which I like about it. That's beautiful.
Mm,
Let me encourage it to focus. There
it's
we go.
being naughty. It's being
That
naughty.
one looks older too. Is that silver also, or is that costume?
Uh, yeah, it's silver. Yeah, I
Oh
mean, I
my
haven't
goodness.
tested it yet, um, but yeah, it's,
Wow, you really scored on the bracelets this week.
and look at this one. This one's beautiful.
Her
Mm,
next auction is next weekend, guys, so we can have her show you the highlights again on Friday if you want to see them again. But she'll be selling not this Sunday, but next Sunday, and she'll be by herself selling on Sunday. So you get a whole bunch of Elizabeth, a large dose of Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah, watch out. So that's what this one looks like. It's nice. It's on the smaller side. It's not tiny. Gosh, what's going on with my focus?
oh, that's pretty.
Thank you. Let me that one off. Um, then I've
Oh,
got hey, Cassandra.
no.
Um, so I got a Pandora and um
Oh,
I like that.
little people.
and yeah. And those are the only two I've gotten off of it
Is
so
that a
far.
church or a schoolhouse?
I think it's the Tower of London, or
That's
no,
what
no,
I think.
Big Ben.
Yes.
I think it's Big Ben. hmm
Big Ben?
That's
Oh,
me and the
okay.
Ben. What do you call it? Big Ben.
hmm In London, the big clock tower. And then
I do like the other one that are having their 70s therapy session there.
I know, right? This is this is a clip one that I can't get off, so I will be working on that.
Hi, Miss
And then,
Cassandra.
and then we've got a little dangly butterfly and a turtle.
Oh, okay. Marcy's looking for a spinner, size 7.5. Helps her with her school anxiety, she said. Oh, I
Okay.
understand that one big time.
Yeah, I don't usually see them that size, but I will keep my eye out. And it's a pretty glass one.
They're always
Um,
really large sizes for some reason, Marcy. I don't know why.
and then this one is one that screws onto the stopper, and it looks like a block, and it's got a D. And let me see if I can get that out of the way.
D
I
for do it.
Okay, and then I have this little guy, which I don't know what it is.
Oh, Wendy says she has a statue like the people one and wants to know if that's a Pandora also.
Hmm.
They should be Pandora. I can check
Okay.
though. Um, I was assured that they're all Pandora. But like I said, I haven't gotten a chance to check.
I have
Here's
that next one there. That one right there you're showing. I've got that one on my bracelet.
Yeah, and this one says best friends on it. It's
Yeah,
cute.
that's what mine says. I don't even remember
And
where I got
then
that one. I must have got that one in a jar.
I love that little
the giraffe.
giraffe.
that Rose had that a bunch of times. And then this little guy, which I'm not sure if that's enamel or if that's inlay. So I'm gonna have to look at
Enamel.
it.
I like that one
Art
too.
enamel.
Okay. And then we've got a Eiffel Tower and a critter sleeping on a poof. And then we've got another glass one. So yeah, I will check all of those.
And that came with all of those on it. What a score!
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't get it cheap, but
yeah,
but
it's almost easier to make your money back if you split them up because nobody wants everything that's on there, but you can sell them all individually. Unless somebody wants the whole thing, but
yeah. Wendy, I will check this charm later. Okay, so I think that's it with the bracelets, and then moving on to the necklaces.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. So this one is beautiful. I'm not sure whether that's a stone or not, but this is well, let me open it closer to me so I don't break it. But it is a little box.
Okay, Cassandra. Cassandra needs a green glass Pandora bead.
Okay. Well, I think that could be arranged. Let's see.
If she doesn't have one, Rowan, I probably do, but I think she's got one on that bracelet.
Yeah. And then Marcy, I got this one for Chelsea if she still wants it. This is that Moldavite. It's a bit smaller than the other one that I sold, but I picked out the best one.
Oh no. That's a bummer, Pam. Yeah, that copper infusions are very hard on your veins. So if it was a weak vein to begin with, not surprised it blew. Yeah, when you're setting up for an infusion, you need to make sure you get a really good vein for anything that's that toxic. Well, not toxic in that way, but just harsh.
Yeah, you need to make sure you plenty
Yeah,
hydrated before you go.
needs to be a good vein. I'd probably even point out to them your best vein when you know they have luck hitting that doesn't blow.
I make my mom drink tons of fluid before we go for an infusion.
You found more. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Make sure you get yourself really hydrated. Your veins are better. Okay, thank you, Yvonne. Appreciate that. We value your opinion.
Yep. So these are Picasso Jasper ones.
I know I do, Yvonne. You tickle me.
So, and let's see what's next. Okay, and I've got this one. This one is Chow Jasper. It's CHOU, and it says it's rare. Mark who made it. So that's pretty. That one looks like cookie dough ice cream to me.
Wow, it does. That's awesome.
And then I got some turquoise ones. Those are the turquoise ones I got. And then, oh, this one's turquoise too. I am not sure what this one is. I need to do some looking. It is beautiful. I don't know if it's a moss agate or what it is, but it's beautiful. And then this one appears to be varicite to me.
Very pretty. Appears to be very pretty to me, Elizabeth.
Yeah. Got another one of these chains. It's the snake chain that is adjustable. This one's heavier weight than the other adjustable necklaces that I had come up with recently. Okay. Now I've got earrings. These are chrysocolla. And
Like the shape.
this is the chrysocolla is from Arizona. The lavender jadeite from Turkey. And we've got these are malachite from Zaire. It looks a little bit different than the malachite that we usually see. And
I like all those colors.
they're pretty, right? And then I'll scoot those out of the way. And then I just have 3 more pairs. I got another pair of Picasso Jasper earrings. Got some old Tibetan turquoise. And finally, I got this that I don't know what it is. It looks like charoite to me, but I do need to do a little bit more research before I declare it so. Don't let me see. Yeah, I
Mm.
believe that's charoite.
Mm-hmm.
Focus.
Focus, focus, focus. What a
Sometimes
bunch
it's
of
no
beautiful
problem at
stones.
all. Sometimes it's no problem. And sometimes doesn't want to participate. So yeah, so that's what I got. So I will have those for sale on my next opportunity.
Pretty, pretty. I like them all.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Cindy Lou, I love.
Sorry. Okay, Elizabeth, I love, love, love. Oh, I am going to have to sit on my hands the next time we have you up.
I know there's just so many pretty all together like that. I love it.
Love is here.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks,
And
Yvonne.
bye, how's everything going in Thailand? I know you said you were loving it last time, so hope you're still loving it and doing well there. Okay, so I had a while back, not a while, but I had some like little old vintage thimbles, and this one is porcelain 1983. I even had a set of Avon, I think. Um, this one, I don't know what that means, Miss Apple, but this one is a Royal Dalton spring. And it says spring, so I'm guessing it's probably one of a set. Oh, this is Mrs. Apple, I guess. One of a set um, of them, and I wish I had all of them, but this is the only one I found so far. This is 1983. So I know there's a couple of you that do collect thimbles, so I will bring that out tomorrow.
That one, it
Awesome.
And
looks like is a Dietrich spotter.
um, kind of looks like it, right? The mouse looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I bet it
There,
is.
it has Miss Apple in there. I guess I'll do a little bit of research so I can tell you a little more about it in case you're a collector. But yeah, it's in really good condition considering I found it in a bag of jewelry that a friend gave me. It's it's in great condition. The and nothing is scratched on it, so that's pretty amazing. All right, so I am going to go back and
Excuse
do
me,
my
I'm sorry.
styling with my costume, but this is all costume rings, and I'm just
Sorry,
going to
Cindy.
add
It sounds like you're hitting up against your camera.
mine. Okay, hold on. Let me
I
look at
think
my
so.
setting. Let me check. It could have very easily gotten switched. Let me make sure it's still set on the right. Yep, nope, it did get switched. Somehow it got switched to my Ipavo. Let me know if that's better. I just switched it back. I don't know how that happens, but sometimes it
Yeah,
switches it. So this is just a
sounds
whole
better.
bunch of different costume rings. Some are like really substantial rings, and there's a couple that are signed, and some of them are like not in the best condition. There's a couple that are like this, maybe have a little show through. Um, and they're all different kinds of costume rings. So I'm just going to sell them as a set, like this one's new on the card, but it's missing a purple stone. I didn't put anything in here that, oh, well, that needs to go. That one is not only missing the stone, but it's squished. Let me throw that in the trash. Uh, but there's a bunch here. I don't know how many are here. I'm not going to start them at a really high price because they are all costumes. So I know Miss Mary enjoys her costume rings, but there are some pretty ones here. There, like I said, there are a couple that are missing stones. This one I really like. Some of them look like sterling, but they're not. Um, this one's pretty. So, and then this one, just a little cheap one. So there might be a few in there like that, but I just threw in everything I found. Um, Very cool. Big whale or shark tooth. This one's very pretty. This one's pretty. It does have a little bit of wear on the edge there. Most of them are in good condition. Like I said, there are a few that are missing a rhinestone here or there, but I didn't put anything in here that you couldn't replace the rhinestone or use it to harvest stones from. Either way, um, even found a shell ring. So those will be a lot. I'm not going to go through all of them. When I do put them up for auction, I'll show a few of them. That looks like brass, maybe. There's a brass one. But they're nice little costume rings. And like I said, there's probably a few, like that one is missing. No, they're there. Looked like it was missing its stones, but they're there. Might be a couple missing from there. Anyways, you get the gist of it. Most of them are bands, but there might be like 6 or so that are these stretchy kind. Oh, that's pretty.
Those stretchy
No.
ones are good for scarf holders too.
Oh, and this right here is a nice big, I think this came from a silver plated spoon, maybe. I think it's got the spoon name in there, but that's a nice heavy one. Single, ready to mingle.
I don't ever want to be single. Ugh.
God, no, me either. Look, the thought of training a new man makes my stomach hurt. That one's kind of cool. Anyways, you get the gist of it. And let's see what I have. Let me show you a few costume pieces, and then I'll go back to sterling. Few of the highlights. This is a signed piece. The ones I'm showing are pretty much only signed pieces. I don't remember what this is signed, but
Wendy, they're
it
pretty on a
is.
scarf. The stretchy ones, the ones that look like flowers.
I thought this was signed, but maybe not. Maybe I just put it in there because it's cute.
Pretty scarf holders.
Huh. Oh, yeah,
See,
it
it's
is Valentine.
scarves, fancy
It
scarves.
looks like it's got the letter R and an C, RC maybe. Little deer, little doe,
Cute.
cute little doe.
Vicky, how is your tailbone?
I did find a brass silpata, and I'll work my way to that. Here, I think I put it somewhere on the top of this bag. This is I did bring this
Oh,
out. This is a Betty Johnson. I did bring this out for
hmm.
Aaron's auction. I wish I had found it before Valentine's Day, but cute little Betty Johnson, or Betsy Johnson, I mean. Little heart. And on that side, it is all rhinestones, which I guess in between Christmas, Valentine's, you could wear it that way and flip it over to that way for Valentine's Day. Oh, and I found a Lane Bryant piece that I haven't found a Lane Bryant in a while. Kind of cute. Looks like there's some rhinestones down inside there. This is a Lane Bryant, and they always have real long
A
chains
lot
on
of their
them.
shops closed around here.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Lane Bryant store in a while. I'm not even sure. Do they still even have brick and mortar
Well, they were
stores?
at the mall. I haven't seen them lately.
Pretty piece though, two-sided.
Some nice costume jewelry they've had.
When I first picked it up, I thought it was filled with rhinestones, but then I realized they're mounted to the back of the piece. But pretty though.
I love a rainy day. I really do. I always have. So many people can't stand them, but I just love them.
This is
I wake
loft,
up
and
and it's still dark.
I haven't tested these yet to see what these are, but I think there's some kind of gemstone on here. It's a loft piece. Looks like it sold for $34.50. This is a new one. I'm pretty sure these are gemstones, and I'm trying to remember what that other reddish pinkish stone is. But it's not a ruby, but it is. Oh Lord, I don't know why I can't remember the name of that stone. But there's another stone that's sort of that same color.
Much better, Joyce. Much better. Not 100%, but I am much better.
But this is a pretty piece, and I love Loft. I love Loft's designs. I like their designer. Whoever designs their stuff, I love what they do with their
Not
pieces.
doing any jigs yet. Not doing any little jigs.
This is probably the longest we've got her upright today, so that's promising. I think this is a Leah Sophia. Yeah, Leah Sophia, pretty little Leah Sophia pendant. And I think this says, huh, not sure about the pendant because I don't see Leah Sophia on the pendant. I'm going to have to give it a closer look. And theirs are usually marked, so that may not be a Leah Sophia
Mhm.
pendant, but it is a Leah Sophia chain. So I will take that into consideration when I bring it out, that I'm not sure about the pendant. And here is the brass silpata I found. Now I find silpata all the time that has some brass, elements in it. But
I don't think so, love, but maybe.
this one is all brass, and there is your silpata mark right there, right here,
Mm.
and it's also marked on the back. Also this is an India silpata, and it has the initials KR, and there's your little silpata mark. I thought that was kind of cool, though. It's got this
Hmm.
beautiful stone on the front there. I'm sure it's a rhinestone, but I'll test it to make sure it's not quartz, but it looks like a rhinestone to me. Very pretty, though. So that is the first time I've seen that piece. I knew they had all pieces that were all brass, but that was the first time I've actually found an all brass piece. Oh, this is gorgeous. And I had one very similar to this, and I think Thelma actually bought it. This is a 1928 watch. It's a brooch watch.
That's cute.
Yeah. There's your 1928 marks, plus it says 1928s on the back of the watch. Now, I don't know if this works or not. I have not, I haven't put a battery in it. So by the time you pay for a battery, I would have to start it so much higher to cover the battery. But, even if it's not working, it's still such a pretty piece to wear.
It's bright twice a week, twice a day.
Here's some Monet clip-ons. These are new, it looks like. These look like older row. Are you interested in these?
Let me see the front again, huh?
They look like brass almost. I'm gonna have to give those a close going over.
No.
Let me look
There's
and
Thelma
see.
right there.
Let me look. Well, I know it says
Hey,
it on
Thelma.
there, but I'm not sure actually now that I'm looking at the earring. I don't see Monet on it anywhere. These are brass though. So these may not actually be Monet. Somebody may have just stuck them on a Monet card now that I'm looking at them, but they're cute little brass earrings though. I like brass jewelry because it holds up very well. Huh. All right. Now these are Monet, so maybe these are supposed to be on the card instead of the other pair. These are Monet clip-ons. So let me know on those two, Ro.
No, I'm trying to be nice. I have to start downsizing.
All right. These are Lisner. These are beautiful.
Although I just put a bunch more into my stash. I just added a bunch more pieces to my stash.
These are vintage Lisner.
These are pretty.
They do have a copyright, so post 55. Those are pretty though. I love Lisner. I told you guys I had like 9 bags full of costume jewelry that a friend of mine and Rose dropped off. And I actually managed to get through 5 bags of it this week. So I'm
That's what
doing
I've been
good.
doing. I've been
This
doing it at a time.
gonna have to find a chain. This looks like it needs a either a brushed chain, brushed silver tone, or why can I not open this?
I need a
Or
bigger boat.
possibly even. Thought this opened, but I'm not seeing how it opens.
Are there any crafters out there that are looking for craft lots? Strictly, well, some of it's usable, but
I thought this was signed, but I am not seeing anything on it now. I could have sworn it was signed. Maybe I just pulled it because it's cool looking. I have to put it
Do
on
it
the
kind of
chain.
like a kiss lock at the top.
Do what? Oh, there we
Do it.
go. I knew it opened. Okay, that's why. It says Yankee Candle Company on here.
I'll put one together soonly.
I don't know. It's
That
got a
must be a
little,
piece of it.
it
Is it
doesn't smell
porous?
anymore, but I don't know if you can still buy these pieces.
Is it porous though? Can you drop liquid onto it? Is it porous?
Yeah, it feels like it. I don't know if it's, maybe you're supposed to put the scent on here. That's what I'm guessing. Doesn't smell like anything right now, though. Yeah, it's kind of porous. It's not a candle, so they
No,
must
just
they must sell scents for it or
they have,
something.
yeah, they have liquids. Hi, Cynthia
Couldn't
B.
couldn't figure out why I pulled that and then why it was in my signed pile, but that's why. Hey, Cynthia. Let's see what else. Oh, this is not signed, but I really like this. This reminded me of G for some reason, the brass. This is kind of cool. It's one of those Ethiopian crosses. It's a brass one. And it's got these crystal beads and it is on a long brass chain. Thought that was kind of pretty. This is not signed, but I thought it was kind of cool. It's a heavy duty
Hmm.
brass cross.
There's a name for them, and I forget what it is.
I'm not sure that they're Ethiopian style crosses. Very cool piece, though. I like that one. Let's see. Did I think I showed this already, but I found this and now I can't remember again. I thought this was something that somebody put together themselves, but I actually found this exact necklace by made by a designer and I can't remember who it is. Duh. And the chances of me finding it again are slim to none. I think I also added the stone pieces into this pile. This looks like agate in here. This is brass too. I like this. This looks like brass. Oh, it does have a clasp there. Little brass hook. Pretty though. And you can tell by the yellowing of this. I don't know if that yellowing is showing up on camera. This is an older Park Lane piece. Different logo too than their current one, but cute little 4-leaf clover Park Lane stick pin.
Oh,
New old and new stock or new old stock, whatever you want to call that. Here is a pair of 1928 earrings, and this has got the lever backs. These are a kind of a brushed gold tone look to it or an antique gold tone. Oh, that's on there backwards. Cute earrings, though. Little peridot colored CZs, or not CZs, but crystals and beads, rhinestones and beads. Those are cute, though. I like those. $15 those sold for.
mm-hmm.
It's actually not bad. I remember when my daughter was a teen, she was really into the 1928 stuff. And back then, in comparison, it was very pricey. So I only bought it for her on special occasions because it's kind of expensive for me back then. I think this is what is this XS brand? I know they make sterling too. They don't just do costume, but I can't remember what this brand is. I'll have to look it up again. I have some sterling pieces by them too, but I thought this was kind of cool. Again, this looks brass, and it looks like it's got, I don't know, maybe it's not brass. I can't tell. It might just be gold tone. So it looks like I'm seeing some silver pieces in here too.
Cute little
Not
thing.
sure, but I thought it was kind of a cool piece. Put these back in the baggie here. And here's another one. I don't know if you want, but I think this one is definitely older row, and I don't know if you have this chain already, but we always need Monet chains.
Yeah, I do keep the chains because I have some pendants.
All right, that's what I thought. So you do want this one then?
Mm,
Okay.
please.
I'll put it in your bag. Actually, I need to set that right there because I've got a bag I'm shipping tomorrow for you. Let's see.
Goody.
This is a, what is this signed? Let's see. This is Chaps. Little Chaps beaded piece, but I'm just noticing there that it's missing. Oh, that's what those beads were in the bag. I think I actually have the beads that came off of here. This is Chaps.
I like chaps and I like Lucky Brand.
Yeah, I need to replace those though.
Lucky Brand and Stellar and Dot. I like those brands.
Yeah, I'm not really price chaps, but I know Stella and Dot and Lucky Brand are um, on the pricey side. So if you run into those in a thrift store, definitely research because they are good for listing. This is, which I'm not familiar with this
You do,
brand,
Vicky?
Mica, but it's a very pretty piece. That's the back. A little bit of leopard action there going on. I don't know that brand though. I'll have to look that up. Nice piece though.
Yeah, the earrings that will match that soon. I'll
That
send
one.
it. Yeah.
Let's see. What is this? Why do I have this one bagged? Oh, it's got a tag. There we go. This is Chico's. And as you know, Chico's is quality. It's one of those quality brands. Okay, so that's got to be a Chico's pendant because there's no way to get that off of there. It's 3 strands and probably some stone in there within some of that because they use a lot of natural stone and stuff like that in their pendants. But that's a Chico's piece. This is a really popular brand here in my area with older ladies. Not like old, but I mean, not so much with the teens, but like 30 and up. It's a very popular
I'm going to
brand.
say, how old are you talking here, son?
I'm not talking like old like me and you, but I mean, I'm not talking teenagers either.
I
Now,
mean, I am in my 70th year.
these are not signed, but I just love these for some reason. I don't know why. They really appeal to me, but there's some sort of acrylic, but look at that sort of.
They are pretty, that's why.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought it was labradorite till I picked it up.
Hmm.
But they're very cool and they're lightweight, so you would be able, it's not super heavy, so you could not
Yeah,
tax on.
yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me too. I thought they were cute. Yeah, I don't think those are signed. I didn't really look at them. I just bagged them because I liked them.
I've never found a Chico store,
Yes. Oh,
Vicky.
here's more signed earrings. Well, these aren't signed. I just love these crystal clip-ons, these vintage clip-ons. These don't look as old as a lot of them that I find, but they are vintage a bit. These I think are Liz Claiborne. Yep, Liz Claiborne on these. Just a simple pair of black clip-ons. And these I believe are Avon. Let me see. Yep, hold on. Yeah, these look like older Avon. The clip style on them looks a little older. I don't think they use this style of clip. Well, I don't even think they make a whole lot of clip-ons anymore. But um,
Be surprised.
I know they still do because a lot of women still wear clip-ons. But this looks like one of their older clips. These need a good cleaning.
These are pretty.
I do like those. Need to put those aside for they need a cleaning.
Excuse me, I'm sorry,
This
everybody.
I think is pretty. Marcy, you might like this one. This is kind of cool. I can't remember if this one is signed or if I just stuck it in here because I really like it. But let's see. Yep, it is signed. Oh, this is a Charming Charlie's. I thought this was so cool though. It's missing something right there, a bead. I'll figure out what it is because there's a ton of beads. But I liked the like faux coral. There is some actual shell on it, but the rest of it is some other pearl. The rest of it is mostly acrylic, but I love these little coral fans and sand and starfish on here. Thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah, that's cute. A little summer treat.
Yeah. So that is a Charming Charlie's.
It's charming.
Very charming. Another pair of 1928. These are very different. Oh, I can see they got a little bend in them there, but I am not convinced, even though these are on a 1928. I would really have to look those up because I've never seen genuine mother. Okay, yeah. So somebody just used that. These are not, yeah, they did not look like 1928 to me. So somebody just reused the card on that one. So we'll move on past that one. Oh, this ring should be in the other box, but I think this one in the other bag. This is an Avon ring, which a lot of the Avon pieces have this sizer in them, which you can remove, but that's cute. Let me add that to the bag of rings. There's a couple more in there that are signed too. I just don't remember which ones. This is kind of cool. It's a brass piece with a leather on there, and this is Aaliyah Sophia. I like this pendant. I like the kind of Asian vibe almost that it has. Even though it looks like Celtic knotting, it sort of reminds me more of an Asian piece than a Celtic piece.
Hmm.
Cool one. That looks like a little bit older Leah Sophia piece. And it appears to be brass. Seems like I pulled a lot of brass pieces to show you. I guess I'm a little partial to the brass. This is kind of cool. And it is also, let me see what this one is signed. And this might be another Avon. It's a very small tag. Let me look here. Where'd the tag go? Looks like it needs a new chain though. Okay, I know there was a tag here somewhere. Maybe it wasn't. Okay. Looks like I lost the tag. I must have broken something. But that's still a cool pendant. I'll probably just put it on another chain. Kind of a cool looking pendant, isn't it?
Hmm.
2017.
Yeah, 2017, but I thought it was really cool.
It's different.
Pretty. Needs a new chain. What did I see in there with the tag on it?
I
I
don't
had
know.
yeah. I think I had looked at way too much jewelry by that point. And is this what is this is what is this tag? Oh, this is the what you call it? Why not? Or I can't ever
I think it's
remember.
you and I. Isn't it? You and I.
You and I, that's it. I don't know why I always say why not on that one. Here's a you and I piece. I like these. I think they're acrylic, but I kind of like the look of that. I know I found a pair of earrings with this same stone in there or this same piece in it. So I'm going to have to go find those because they may go with it. Haven't gotten to most of the earrings yet unless they were already paired. I just been putting all the earrings in a box. So that's going to be fun going through those and picking out the matching sets. This is the braided jasper. This is on a silver tone chain, I believe, but I thought it was kind of delicate and pretty. And if you like braided jasper, it's a beautiful example of it.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I like this. I like the feminine aspect of it. That one is not signed. I just added anything stone or pearl I found into my pile of signed pieces as I was going. This is very cool. And I don't know if this is supposed to be a brand on it. Okay, this is well made. As you can see, it's got a very nice kind of a matte finish gold tone. But look at this. This is one side. And I don't know if that is a brand or if it's just so you can wear it two-sided. This is what's on the other side. Now, there is a little sort of a crack in the glass there, which could be replaced very easily. But isn't that cool? Be faithful in small things, in them you will find your strength. Isn't that a pretty piece, though?
Pretty.
Very cool.
Too bad it's broke.
Yeah, you could wear it two-sided, but this is probably plexiglass, so to be very easy to put a new piece in there, I think. Yeah, looks like it does actually come open. Yep. So yeah, that could easily be replaced. Or you can put a picture or something in there too. That's cool. I liked that, and I don't think it's signed. I just didn't know if that is a brand logo or if it's meant to be two-sided piece. But it's nicely well made, so. Okay, this is the last piece of, now two more pieces of costume I want to show you, and then I'll move on over to the sterling. These are, what are these signed? These are Chico's. I really like these. Aren't those cute?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Very
those are
cute.
cute.
These are Chico's.
Delicate for chicas.
Yeah, for sure, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely, that is a true statement. Chico likes the big and the bold. Let's see what this is. I don't know if I just put this in here because I really like it or if it is signed. Let me see. Oh, nope, it is signed. This has got to be Premier Designs. Yep, Premier Designs. This is a pretty piece. I haven't thoroughly checked them yet to see if it's missing any rhinestones, but I will give it a gander. This is a Premier Designs piece, and it looks like all of the stones are there. Yep, looks like we're all good on that one. I like that, though. That is very pretty, very feminine. Looks like
Beautiful.
a newer piece of Premier Designs. Let's see. This reminds me of the 70s here also. You guys remember these pendant watches? And again, I don't know if that's working, but this is a Timex one. So I might put a battery in that one. But it's upside down always on pendant watches so that you can just pick it up and look at it that way and not have to turn it around when it's on your neck. So, but I remember this one. I remember somebody I knew had this one when I was growing up, and this is the second one of these I've actually found myself. The last one was working. I don't see any reason why this one probably is not working, but
It's in excellent shape.
yeah, it's in good shape, so I might actually put a battery in that one just to make sure that it's working. All right, so that's all the costume. Well, not all the costume, but that's all I'm going to show for now. Let me get over to the sterling. How are you, Miss Olga? How is our little baby boy, Miss Olga? Our beautiful baby boy. Any of you that are new to the chat, Olga's son was probably our first baby born in chat. He is the cutest thing I have ever seen too. He is adorable. And he's got to be how old now, Olga? He must be, what, 2 or 3 now? 2 at least?
Surely not that old yet. Oh my goodness.
Oh, do forget, I forgot I lied about the costume. This is my costume here. The other stuff is from a friend, but this is my costume here. This is all, um, well,
Okay.
this might be a Monet. I think I put this in here to see if you wanted this one. No, this is Coro, actually. But the rest of this is all Sarah Coventry. Here's a Coro chain. Sarah Coventry makes this piece too, which might be, well, very similar to this. Might be why I put that in there. They do a lot of pieces with this scroll link here, but that's a Monet. Forgot I had this bag of Sarah Coventry stuff here. And this is a Sarah Coventry bracelet,
Pretty.
two-toned piece.
You know, we've seen the uh, brooches that go with that.
Yeah, and also there's a pair of earrings that go with this too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know. There's Sarah Coventry there, and it also says it here. Wow, it looks like somebody was going to sell that for $30. I have no idea whose handwriting that is. No clue.
Looks like Doug's.
Oh, you know what? I know whose that is. Duh. Person I got it from. And is this another? Yeah, that's Sarah Coventry's little tag there too. So another Sarah Coventry chain. I like these little lightweight chains. Here is a Sarah Coventry bracelet. I know there are some other pieces also to go with this pattern too.
Mm-hmm.
Another Sarah Coventry there. And
Diane.
actually, this chain goes with this piece. That's why I had it in here. This is a clip style. So you
Mm-hmm.
can also use it on beads, but you can either clip it onto the chain or you can just use it like a regular chain. But I
Mm-hmm.
love this. I've had this pendant before, but I've never had the chain until now. But I love this. This is a beautiful Sarah Coventry pendant,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the Sarah chain. Nice though. Signed right there. Another Sarah Coventry brooch. I think I have this one in my collection already, so that's why this one will be going up for sale if you're into Sarah Coventry. And this is a whole set here too. This is some of the scroll stuff I was talking about. This one is Sarah Coventry. There's a bracelet, a necklace. There's several different necklaces that go with these. And these are the clip-ons. I think these also come on a hook. This is the clip-on version. But there's a lot of these tassel Sarah Coventry pieces out there floating around for that set.
How
Little,
are you, Diane?
no, they're little. Is this Sarah? Doesn't look like Sarah's tag. Yep, it's Sarah's tag. Little Sarah chain bracelet. And a pair of Sarah Coventry clip-ons here. These are very cute. Oh, looks like those, I bet you, these are interchangeable. This probably has other ones that go with it because it comes off.
Yep.
Cool.
Those are pretty.
So you can wear that either way, just the little button part of it, or you can put the little door knocker on. And I haven't done any research, but these might have other dangles you can put from it. This I only found one of, but I am hopeful that I have the other one somewhere. I do believe I have this other earring that goes with this. This is a Sarah also. Another Sarah clip-on.
Mm-hmm.
I am excited to find all of this silver tone Sarah. I mean, most of this is silver tone. And this is a different, this is a newer Sarah tag. So just a gold tone rope chain. And this one, does it have the newer? No, yeah, no, this has the middle of the road tag. This is the oldest. I think this is an older tag. This one, well, I know there was a piece in here. Sarah's got several different tags that they used over the years that helps you identify the time period. I think this might be one of their older tags. And this is one of the newer. These are the newer tags. This one and the oval one I just showed you, but little star piece. Can't believe I found so many silver tone though. You know, they all did everything in gold tone. This is an interesting Sarah Coventry piece here. This is an 18 karat gold filled. I think it's 18. Is it 18 karat or 12 karat? Okay, so this is a 12 karat gold filled Sarah Coventry piece. Just a little carved pendant on it, but the chain is a gold filled, which
Mm-hmm.
that is definitely the first Sarah Coventry gold filled I found. And this does look like an older tag on there, one of the older tabs they used on chains in general. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Almost done here. Let me move it along so we can. Definitely some different Sarah Coventry that I've not seen before. This is, I think, probably a, yeah, this one just says Coventry. I think this is a newer piece. This one is not. Well, I don't know. It's got a spring ring on it, so maybe not. It says Coventry, though. And it looks like, what is that glass that I can never remember?
Hubble.
Um, yeah, it might be Hubble. Have to look at that closer later with the magnifying to see if it is Hubble. And more silver tone, Sarah. I think this one also just says Coventry. Let me look. Nope, this one says Sarah. Okay, this one just says Sarah, and the other one just says Coventry. They mark their stuff so many different ways, it's hard to keep up. That's a cute one, though, too. This blue glass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another brooch. This has got sort of a.
That's pretty.
It's got the pearls have sort of a green look to them, and I can actually see that on camera.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of green
Pretty.
tone to that. Very pretty Sarah Coventry. I love Sarah Coventry brooches. I love their designs. What is this? It says Sarah Cove. Let's see. Oh, okay. That's cute. That one just says Coventry. I think this is also a newer piece, but it also has a spring ring, so I don't know. I have to look and see when they were using that particular stamp. This is one of my favorite Sarah Coventry brooches. I already have this one in my collection, and I found another one, so I will
Yeah,
put.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones. This also has the
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so you can slide it onto pearls or whatever. So I promise this time that is the last of the costume, and I'll show my sterling here real quick, and then we can get on with it. Oh, and I ended up getting, he ended up sending me that bag of Monet that I told him to save for you,
Uh-oh.
and he invoiced me for it. So if you want it, I can just, do that. I'll show you what's in it first before you decide. I guess he misunderstood me. I told him to save that one for you, but he ended up sending it to me. Okay, where is my bag of silver? What did I do with it? There it is. Okay. I don't have a lot here, but I do have some pieces worth showing. A few pretty pieces. Now this is not. This is 18 karat electroplate, but I don't believe that it's sterling. But it's beautiful. I'll test it to be sure, but the only mark I can find is 18 karat electroplate and a little brand mark, but it's very pretty. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is. Marcy, I don't think Ro's going to sell that pendant tonight. She's selling tomorrow and the next day, but maybe if you ask real nice, she will.
Oh, this is kind of cool. I remember these from years ago, so somebody else I thought might recognize this too. From the bicentennial. Do you guys remember this? The bicentennial, they were handing out these little pens. My daughter was born in 1976, and they
I was
handed
going to say,
out
whoa.
these little memorial pens back then. And Marcy, this is the earrings I was talking about. They're a little bit, I'll weigh them for you before I put them up for bid because they are a little weighty, not too bad, but these are sterling. Isn't that cute? I
Cute.
have already tested, so I'm ahead. I haven't cleaned, as you can see, but I have tested. But I thought these were really cute, and I thought you might like those, Miss Marcy. But never feel obligated, though, if we pick something up because we think a certain person will like it. Does not mean you are obligated to buy it in any way, shape, nor
That's
form
right.
because eventually somebody will
Never.
buy it. So, not a big deal.
It
This
will sell.
this is a little charm, little signed charm, little looks like maybe Goonie charm. So that will go into the charm lot.
Marcy, I'd like to look that up first and get some ideas on it.
Why do I have that? Oh, because that chain turned out to be sterling and I found it in the costume stuff. That's why it's in there. Okay, I absolutely love these. This is a piece that somebody actually thought I would like, so they picked them up for me, and they were absolutely right. I love these.
So cute.
These are pearl. Are those not cute? And it has the little silk hairs. What do you call those? In corn, little enameling on it. I love these. These are so cute.
Those pearls are tiny.
They are very tiny. I don't even know how they were able to string them, honestly, but isn't that the cutest
The
thing?
little silk, the silk thread.
Yeah, the corn silk.
Hmm.
Very detailed for such a tiny pair. Yeah, my friend messaged me and said, "You are going to love these earrings." And the same with this piece. And he was right.
Thank you, Diane. I am too. Oh, that's cute. Looks like me last week.
So it looks like an octopus this way. I thought you would get a giggle out of it. That's why I sent you the.
That was a fork. Cute.
Yeah, isn't that cool? It was a heavy duty fork, like not one you would want to be shanked with in the prison yard. That's a heavy duty fork for sure. But I thought it was kind of cool.
That's funny.
Definitely definitely up my alley as far as my weird taste. Some rings. This is a sort of what do you call that? I haven't tested the stone in this, so I don't know whether it's CZ or what it is. I do recognize the brand on this though. Um, but this, what am I trying to say? Help me out here. Mystic, this mystic stone in it has a, in the, in person, it's got almost a turquoise blue sparkle to it and a little bit of purple. I don't know if you can see that, but isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, what was this one signed? No, I recognized the brand when I saw it. Oh, it is. It's Bottavici. So it's a Bottavici piece. So there is hope there. I'm not sure if they use CZs or they actually use. So it could be quartz or even topaz, but chances are it's probably a CV, CD, C. Oh my God,
Cute.
never mind. CZ. But Bottavici is the brand on that one. This is a gorgeous agate. Look at this banded
Mm,
agate in this piece.
love that.
Wow.
It's completely clear, very beautiful banding on this, and it has this crazy glow to it. The way it's banded, like the bands are really fine. I don't know if you can see
Mm,
that, but it gives us this really cool glow. I
very
like this piece. And it looks older too. It looks a little more on the vintage side.
gorge.
This reminded me of something you had, Elizabeth.
Hmm.
I don't remember what, but I don't know if it was just a similar style, but maybe it was something you had, Ro, but it reminded me. And it's a small size, so
Mm,
it does have a stamp in there. I can't see what it is though. Oh, it's like a it's a pictorial. It's almost like an angel or a Mother Mary or something, and it's got a G inside the I don't know, really different. It's a mark I have never seen before. Let me see if I can get it to show up. Cool mark though. Can you see that?
mm-hmm.
And right inside there, there's a G. Anybody recognize that stamp? If you do, let me know. Haven't tested that yet, but it looks like a lighter colored amethyst, but pretty ring though.
It is a pretty ring.
Different for sure. And this is egg yolk amber. Haven't tested the
Cool.
glow yet, but it certainly looks like egg yolk. And what did they put on there? What did they think it was? Oh, they put it down as jasper, but I don't think that's jasper. I think that's egg yolk. I'll find out though. Kind of cool.
You hungry, Marcy?
Did my corn make you hungry, Marcy?
No, she's thinking that was pizza.
Oh, yeah, it does. Does look like a pizza slice. This is kind of cool. These two pieces, although they're not a set, and they look like they would be Mexico work, but they are signed by the state. They do have the same mark on it, and
Mm,
it's
yeah, the
marked
wind here.
HO. Was it HOB or HOR? I think it's. This says Sterling. Oh, HOJ. And I think I have that mark in my book, so I'll have to look it up. But it's just marked Sterling and HOJ. Same with the bracelet. This definitely looks vintage, and it looks like I haven't measured it yet, but this might be one of the shorter bracelets. Definitely an older piece, though.
Oh, that's old.
Oh, yeah. Look at the hook, though. That is a heck of a hook.
Nice bracelet.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. It's very cool. And it's also signed with the HOJ, so
Hmm.
same
Cool.
maker.
Beautiful.
I like these. They look like bubbles.
I'm sitting here
Yeah,
trying
those
to figure out how to open up this Pandora clip.
are. I have that. I showed you that little painter's pellet that I have. I usually use that to pop open
Oh,
the Pandora pieces because I can get that in there without scratching anything.
Yeah,
And
I
it
use a
saves
little.
my nail. This is a pink one. Now the chain is sterling, but the setting in this is not. But it's a beautiful pink pearl, like a mauve or whatever you want to call those. It's a beautiful color of pink, and it's got some tremendous luster, as these styles of pearls always do. Love this. I was thinking about rewire wrapping it because I've got some gold wire, maybe just putting it in another, but I kind of like the way they did this one. So even though it's not sterling, I probably will just leave it alone, but it's a beautiful pearl.
Very pretty.
It is on a sterling chain, however. And ta-ta, isn't that gorgeous? I got to give you a
yeah.
size on this one. This is, and I have not tested those red stones yet, so I don't know what they are. Oh, I'm surprised that looks smaller. It's a size 7. I don't know if those are garnets or not. I haven't tested them yet. Looks like these two are faceted, but those three are cabs, and they look more like the raspberry color, and these are the more like Mozambique garnet color. Well, there's one more over there. And more pearls, but God, I love this ring. It is so pretty. Nice band on it. And let's see what, I think this one was signed, but I don't remember. Let's see what the tag says. That does say garnet, so it must be garnets then. Okay, this one looks smaller. This one is, nope, it's also a 7. It looks smaller, but it's actually a 7 1/4. And this one has amethyst there on the sides and pearls on the other side. I love these though. Are these not gorgeous or what?
Mm-hmm.
They're beautiful.
This one has a more white pearl in it, and this one is more of a champagne color. It's a little deeper. But these mauve pearls always have such beautiful luster. Definitely one of my favorite things I found this week. Little brooch here. Isn't that cute? I think this one is a signed piece too. This one said, well, it's got a ME925 and a
Mary,
CL down there. Huh?
Mary Engelbright.
Mary. Oh, yes. From the Little House on the Prairie, right? Oh, it looks like they
Mm,
have that written down there. Was that
it
her
was.
name? No, that.
She designed cards and art and things like that.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you. I have to write that down because I will forget. Let me write it on here and then I'll put it in my book. Thank you, Elizabeth. I don't know if I spelled that right, but that's good enough for now.
I think I might have said it on the tag.
Yeah, I saw something on the tag after you said that, of course. This is pretty. This is the front. But the piece of shell in it. Looks like abalone.
Hmm.
A very dark abalone is beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous pendant. Guess you could wear this one either way too. You could wear it that way or that way, so kind of two-sided. The bell works both ways also on this one, so you could wear it either way. Pretty though. Hopefully I have the chain for it. Almost done here. I'm getting to the end. Actually, more than I thought I had. This, I believe, is, well, this definitely is, I need to get rid of these silly tags. I need tags on it. Okay, this is, I believe, amber, but I don't know for sure till I test it. The ring has been tested, but this is electroform. You know what? I never ran into electroform, and in the last couple of weeks, I have found an abundance of it. And
Mhm.
not intentionally, it just keeps finding me. This is one where they plugged up the hole again. Where's the hole? Some reason, sometimes I find them and the hole is plugged. Where's the hole on this one? It definitely has a plug in it. It makes it hard to find. Actually, there's two holes and they're both plugged. One, they did a better job than the other. You can almost not see it, but this one. So not sure. I'm guessing it may be to keep from getting water in it because I think I'm mostly seeing this on rings, something that you would, put your hands in water. So I'm guessing they plug those so water doesn't get inside it, which kind of makes sense. See the plug right there?
Okay, Elizabeth.
This is pretty. I don't know what these stones are. I think he said, what did he write on here?
Kidding, Vicky.
Just put vintage. These might be tourmaline or I don't know. They're black though. They're really black, black.
It's pretty.
Very pretty. Little cluster piece. This is a very tiny, tiny little ring. This is a pinky ring. Probably yeah, it's a size 5, just a little amethyst and marcasite ring. And this is a little face piece. It's not a sagen, but it's kind of reminiscent of a sagen.
Mhm.
At least I don't think it's sagen. Let me look here. Doesn't look to be sagen. Let me check though before I say that. Yep, just kind of a look of sagen. Very pretty. I figured Haley might like that one, but it
I'd
is
love to see the purses, Vicky.
6.5. So yeah, for sure, Vicky. I did see your message. This by the time I saw it, they were getting ready to wheel me in for an endoscopy. I completely forgot about it after that. Or not an endoscopy, but the other end. Beautiful piece of bumblebee jasper here. However, the the bail on it is not sterling, but it's a gorgeous, nice, big, gorgeous piece of bumblebee.
Mm,
That a big one, huh?
that's gorge.
Yeah, I like the pattern on that one. It's got a lot of character in there. And the yellow is really bright and the black is deep, so that's what I like about that one. A little, this one needs a bigger, better bail on it. It just has a little tiny jump ring, but cute cross. I need to put a better bail on it though. This is unsigned, but it does test as sterling. Yes, I think it's unsigned. Yep. I don't see any signature. Cute piece though. I like the style on that one. And this is for you, Ro.
Really?
Yeah. Looks like a weenie dog to me, so I had to grab it.
It can be a weenie dog.
It totally has a weenie dog face to me. This is the bow, so, but it's got your name written all over it, right?
Love him. He's cute.
He's adorable. Somebody had this one, Watson. I got outbid on it, so I found it now for myself. Here's a little miscellaneous pieces, and then I have two more. I saved the last two Sarda pieces for last. Um, these are just little miscellaneous, but they're kind of cool. This is a um, like a for a little tie, kind of a little scarf tie.
That's cute.
Isn't that cool?
Hmm.
Well, that is sterling too. That did test as sterling. I thought that was kind of cool.
It is.
Just a little miscellaneous Western lot, a little feather, a little arrow, saddle, charm. This is way cool. It's a little saddle. I guess you could wear it as a pendant too, or as a charm. That's kind of cool. Does that say something right there? No, just fanciness. Thought that was really cool though. And then this piece was in there, this little brooch. This looks very 60s to me. It is marked sterling.
Hmm. That's cute.
This part right here is very 60s looking. I remember that my father having cufflinks and tie tacks and stuff like that, and my uncles made like that back in the 60s. All right, let me bag that back up, and then I'll show you my last two final pieces, my splurges for the week, two Sarda pieces. Marcy, let me warn you, close your eyeballs.
It's
This is
very,
a Sarda, and as you can see, it's a hunker of the Sarda. I paid up for it, but I think it's worth every penny.
very nice.
Yeah, this one's listed up there. It's the one piece I did, and I did do a little research on. Look how heavy duty that is.
Hmm.
Is that cool or what though? And I thought those earrings kind of go cute with this too, but they are not Sarda, but this is gorgeous. Amazing. I never really did a lot of, I'm familiar with Sarda and I know it's a pricey brand, but I never really researched it until I was looking for that piece. Dang, that stuff is expensive. Now I know why you hoard it, Ro.
Hmm.
That's beautiful. Hey, Cinnamon.
This is a Sarda also. Also a Sarda. Heavy duty piece. I got a decent price on them so I can pass down some of my savings on them, but they are not super cheap pieces. I mean, I paid up a bit, but there's still money room on it, you know.
Very pretty.
I think I
Gorgeous.
would have to keep that one.
Huh?
I think I would have to keep that one.
Yeah, this one is very tempting. But look how this one is listed. Well, I won't intimidate you guys with the price, but if you're interested, look it up so you'll know when I put it out for offer if it's worth it to you. Even if even when it does come up, I will make sure if you're a collector, that you get a good deal on it, or if you're a reseller, you'll still have room to resell it. But yeah, sardine not cheap. So
No.
those were my splurge. Those two pieces were my splurge for the week. That was it. That was my last pieces there.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Awesome.
I think we definitely all found some unusual stuff. Anything else you guys got to show, Elizabeth, Roberta? Anything you were hiding that you want to show?
No, honey. Just
No.
like some,
Okay, ladies, so I did test all of that, so I know everything that I showed you is sterling. The only pieces that will probably not be for sale in that is the fourth piece, because that's going in my collection, and the bird, not bird, the dog that I'm sending to Roberta. But everything else in here will be for sale. So if I don't bring it out and you want to see it, just holler.
isn't that beautiful, Vicky? I love him. He's my new mascot.
You're well, mascot him, put him out there. We have to take one more look at this silver pup. Bring him out for anybody who wasn't here in the beginning. Don't forget before you leave to give us a thumbs up, guys. Don't forget to sub if you haven't subbed yet.
Big pup. He's kind of hard to show.
Hey, Cinnamon.
My pup.
You can knit him a sweater.
Yeah, those Sarda pieces, Vicky, have amazing detail.
He's not my phone over. He's
They
just
always Go ahead. I was just going to say they always make their backs pretty enough to show too, to wear. The back of their jewelry is always fancy. That is just incredible.
he's adorable. I just love him.
I hope so, because you had to give up your firstborn to get them. So, oh my goodness, I still think even though you got a good deal on it, though you really did.
Oh, I know I did.
I almost see a picture in it. Almost
Okay.
looks like a man standing right there where you just touched when you put it at just the right angle. No, turn it back this way. Lift the butt again. A little bit backwards. Doesn't that almost look like a man there standing like next, like right above the front
This
leg
guy.
there? No, the other side, the
Oh,
other
this
leg.
guy.
Yeah, when you turn it at just the right angle, it looks like a guy standing there almost.
It's beautiful.
Amazing how we see people in everything, right? I know there's a name for that.
Even my pup.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing. I'm sure you're gonna have all of the tarnish rubbed off of that one just
Oh, it's
from
gone. It was black.
say just from stroking that one all the time. You'll keep it polished.
He was so dark. I polished him for over an hour yesterday.
It's gonna have a shiny spot on its back from you stroking it.
I love him.
He's pretty cool. I gotta admit, some pretty nice detail in that too. Very beautiful. It looks like a carving that somebody carved and then cast it in sterling.
This beautiful dog.
We'll have to research. A couple people have asked me how they do the electroform, and I have not researched it. But the only thing
Look at
I
a
can
weenie butt.
think of is they must do it sort of like when you mold chocolate. You know, you pour the silver in the
Mm-hmm.
mold and then pour out the excess is all I can think of. But I'm going to do a little bit of research on that because a lot of people have asked me how they make electroform and why does it have the holes. But I'm not sure, how they do that. I mean, would the outside of it even harden enough that they could more off the excess?
No
Or
cinnamon.
got to be
Well,
some kind of molding process, though.
they usually, it's my understanding that there's uh like a interior, and then they electroplate it, and then they melt out or burn out the interior.
Okay, so even more complicated than I was imagining. I've made chocolates before, so I had that process in my mind, but yeah, I don't know how that would work really. He is very cool, Roberta.
He's beautiful.
He is. And all of Elizabeth's beautiful pendants. Did you get more, Elizabeth? Seems like those have grown. Even though you sold quite a few last weekend, it looks like your collection
Well,
has grown a little.
these are all new ones. Mhm.
Well, my favorite one is that white one with the black spots on it. I like that one.
Yeah, that one's cool. I need to.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
which
good one.
reminds me, did you send me? I have not checked my PayPal in the last couple of days. Did you invoice me? Did I buy anything last week?
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah.
Did you send me? Okay, let me go look for an invoice because I completely forgot. Let me see if I have one so I can pay you.
Okay. I had updated the last invoice, so it might.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, because I think I bought something on
I
Tuesday
think
too.
mine are all paid. Let me know
All
if they're
right.
not.
Let me look and see if I can find it. Got to
I
be.
have some invoices out, so if anybody owes, please go check. Make sure you got it. If not, let me know.
My last couple of weeks invoices have been going to my oh boy.
The spam. I
Yeah,
guess what
my
I can do, Cindy,
spam.
is
So
send
unless
you.
I think to check it, which is probably where I'm going to have to look for yours because I don't see it in PayPal. Let me go see if I see it in.
I think mine was in spam on yours.
Well, let me make sure. Let me go through there one more time because. Okay, so that is just from a couple days ago. So it's probably further back. All right, I'm going to have to check my email for that one. Probably be the quickest way. Let me check spam. All right. Talk amongst yourselves while I look so
I
I
can't
can
believe how
pay
windy it is
Elizabeth.
here. So windy.
Okay, I found the update. All right, I got it. I'm paying it now, Elizabeth.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna ship everything out tomorrow that's paid for.
No hurry. Good Lord, I need to sit on my hands longer, don't I?
But for everybody who's paid.
But I got a lot of stuff for that, so I'm happy. All right, it's paid.
Okay, thank you.
I know. I couldn't
And
believe how much I owed you,
now
Cindy.
you are now $121 richer.
I couldn't believe I owed you 90 something. Oh, wow.
I know. I don't think you've ever had that big of an invoice with me. You went crazy last week, though. You wanted every other piece I brought out. So
You gotta do what you gotta do.
they
I
were
have,
all pieces so that
I
you would
don't have any other invoices from anybody. If somebody has sent me an invoice and I haven't paid it, I didn't get the invoice because
the
all
one
my
piece you bought because I let it go really, really cheap, and the other couple of pieces I think you're going to pair with something else. So yeah, but that was more than you
yeah,
normally.
that's usually why I'm buying stuff to pair with things.
I mostly just send stuff to you. So
Thanks, Cinnamon, for the information about Electroform.
Hmm.
oh, thank you. Let me look here. Let me see what it has not showed up in. I see it in StreamYard. Okay, there's a link. Thank you. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, I'll check that out after the show because I am curious to see how they do that. Be cool if you could find a video watching someone actually make it too. I get asked that question all the time, and it's like, you know what? I really don't know. Then the chocolate process comes into my mind, and I'm like, I wonder if they do it that way. Thank
Well,
you.
from the probably from the 70s and more recent, the electroplated leaves. It's the same process basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, so they just do that process actually using silver. I see. Thank you, Cinnamon. All right, everybody. I think that is it for the night. We will be on tomorrow night, I promise. No cancellations. And
Hmm.
we will get back into the swing of it. For of course, next Friday will be on Roberta's. We wanted to give her a break tonight so she didn't have to pay attention to switching around and
To too
all
much
that.
of anything.
Yeah, all of that technical stuff that stresses her out. We decided to
I'm just not with it yet.
not
I
make her
really,
do it while
I
she was
think I'm
sick.
gonna sleep in the morning and take a nap before we do our show. Make sure I feel fine.
But next Friday, though, we will be on Roberta's channel. And Wednesdays, we will be doing Jewelry Nurse, at least for the next month or so. We want to give for our 1 o'clock auction, Eastern, noon Central. So until people get used to us being on that time slot and know where to find us, we're going to stick with Jewelry Nurse, and then we'll start going back and forth, and we'll let you know when we're going to do that. But for now, it will be, at least for the next month, it will be on Jewelry Nurse. So don't forget that one. We will be selling both sterling and costume. We'll probably be bringing a little more costume than we normally do at night. So if you love costume, and it'll be
Hmm.
nice costume, a lot of signed and nice pieces of costume. But we are letting it go at really decent prices, so you don't want to miss that if you're into costume. And we will
Yes, indeed.
also keep bringing that beautiful sterling for you on Wednesdays. But we
Thank
just
you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for putting up with me while I was down and out. Please remember that Jesus is Lord and God loves you, and so do I. And please continue to pray for one another.
And yes, thank you for your prayers this week for Roberta. And I got a lot of well wishes for Roberta this week. That was much appreciated. And please continue to pray. I've asked for prayer for a friend of mine, which I promised that I would keep all of the details private. But if you would please continue to pray for my friend that I'm asking for prayer. It did
Yes,
turn
indeed.
out, as I said, that there is some cancer involved and there is some lymph node involvement. The bones are okay, but um, they are
Well,
very scared, as you can imagine. So please continue to pray for them. God will know who you're talking about. And really, the prayer um, really needs to not just focus on the healing physically, but the mental healing, because they are both terrified, especially him. He is really freaking out. So if you could please, pray for that aspect, that he, um, doesn't give up and that he continues to have quality of life. So please pray. Very serious prayer needed there. We need a miracle on that one. I mean, it's not completely hopeless, but if you were in that situation, you would probably be feeling hopeless about this point.
yes, and
In fact,
fear is a terrible, terrible thing,
yeah.
and it keeps us unwell.
And this is something that just happened very suddenly, and no clue that there was any sickness or illness involved at all. And then suddenly he gets this diagnosis, so he is terrified, and his brain hasn't processed it yet. So please pray for that he will not give up and seek treatment, and that he finds the right treatment.
Amen.
Yeah, and then it continues to um, stay healthy as he can. Hey, LJ.
Okay.
Thank you, LJ. Definite prayer needed there. Hi, Paula. How are you? And Elizabeth, other than your auction with us next Sunday, what do you have coming up?
Nothing planned. I think my auction is the Sunday after, though,
It's not
isn't
next
it?
Sunday?
I'm not
Um,
sure. Hold on.
let's
Maybe
see,
it
today,
is.
yeah, I think it's the
Yeah, it
18th.
is.
It's a short month, so yeah, I think it is next
Yep,
Sunday.
yep,
Not
yep.
this Sunday, but the following Sunday. Elizabeth will have that Sunday to herself, so she can bring it on Sunday.
Bring it on,
Yeah.
bring it on.
Bring it all on. And then the following month, we are going to be probably hosting Rose and somebody else. I can't remember who that is right now, but I will. And Rose, if you're watching, I'll get you. I know I promised that the other day, but my life went a little off the rails this week. So
We've been crazy, haven't we?
yeah, I
Get
know.
back to Earth.
I do. Elizabeth, you sent me the dates that you want, right? So that will help me figure out when to put Rose. So that'll be good. Um, for now, the next couple of months, we are concentrating on people who have never had an auction with us. This will be their first time out, or people who don't really have a channel but have jewelry compiled that they want to sell. And then we'll go back to some of the repeat people. But for now, we want to give those people that don't have their own platform to sell from, or people that are just starting or maybe need a little boost with their
Excuse
channel.
me. Excuse me.
That's where we're beginning now, getting back into hosting again.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. So we will see you tomorrow night, same
Thank you,
time, about
everybody.
an hour earlier, but same bat channel here on
Thank you
Jewelry
so
Nurse.
much.
Love you guys.
Love you
Love
all.
you all
Don't
so
forget,
much.
thumbs up and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. And please go give Elizabeth K. Jewelry and Art a sub, and Simply Roberta's Treasures if you have not subbed to them. They're The links to their channels are always in the description box, so you can find them there if you can't find it otherwise.
And be blessed.
Love you guys. See you soon. Good night, all.
Now. Thank you.
Signing off, and thank you for coming, everybody.